The locals called it the Forest of No Return, a cursed place where those who dared to enter never came back. Stories of mysterious disappearances and unexplained deaths had circulated for decades, and the few who survived had never been the same. Samantha had always been fascinated by the legends of the cursed forest. She was an adventurous woman, always seeking new challenges and experiences. So when she heard about the forest, she decided to investigate it herself. She packed her backpack and set out on a solo trek into the woods, confident in her survival skills and her ability to handle whatever the forest had in store. The first few hours were uneventful, and she felt a rush of excitement as she explored the dense vegetation. As the day wore on, however, the forest began to change. The trees became twisted and gnarled, and the leaves rustled ominously in the wind. The air grew thick and oppressive, and she felt as though she was being watched. The sky darkened, and Samantha realized that she had lost track of time. She tried to retrace her steps, but every path seemed to lead her deeper into the forest. She called out for help, but her voice was swallowed up by the eerie silence. The darkness deepened, and Samantha saw strange, shadowy figures moving in the distance. She felt a cold, clammy hand wrap around her ankle, pulling her down into the earth. She screamed and fought, but the grip only grew tighter. When she woke up, Samantha found herself in a clearing, surrounded by the same twisted trees. The air was thick with the stench of death, and the ground was littered with bones and broken weapons. She realized with horror that she was not alone. The forest was alive, and it hungered for the flesh of the living. It had claimed countless lives over the years, trapping them in an endless grove of fear and despair. And now, Samantha was its latest victim. She tried to run, but the forest was too powerful. It pulled her back, dragging her deeper into the darkness. She felt herself being consumed by the forest's curse, her mind and body twisted into something unrecognizable. As she stumbled through the trees, she heard whispers in her ear, calling her name and promising her release from the forest's grip. But when she turned to face the voices, she saw only shadows and empty eyes staring back at her. The forest played with her mind, conjuring up terrifying illusions and making her question her own sanity. It twisted her thoughts, making her believe that she was no longer alone, that she was being watched by something far more sinister than the shadows. As the Forest of No Return claimed another victim, it feasted off the terror it had caused. And those who dared to enter never returned, their screams swallowed up by the forest's hunger for fear and pain. I hope that scared you a little. Remember to like and subscribe. Send it to your easily scared friends and show them that you're braver than them. This has been another creepy midnight story. Good night.